Hello, it is me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot, and it's time for my Cancer babies. Sun, Moon, Venus or Rising. There we go. Sun, Moon, Venus or Rising. Major placement for Cancers. What's going on with your person? Alright, you have been going through a period of healing where you've had to be very patient with yourself and the situation. There's been this divine intervention going on behind the scenes that is helping with your healing process. There's been calming, emotional regulation, things that you need in order to be able to basically handle the overwhelmment of all those feelings inside of self. Okay, so you and potentially your person have been going through that. Okay, so we have a strong desire for a physical meetup, really desiring, very attached to the idea. And in a way, the holdup has been this protection because you're so attached to what this first meeting is going to be like, or because your person is so attached to this that they have been really protective of this, but it's consumed them. We've got this Hanged Man energy in reverse. So there is this desire to break this suspension, this waiting for something finally being over, because it's been incredibly painful with this Ten of Swords. And it's coming because there is this feeling that either you or this person could not give enough to the relationship or give as much as the other person was giving. So there is this feeling of being like not enough, and there needed to be time to heal that. It's really all about a mindset. There needed to be perspective gained about a mindset that was keeping you stuck, believing that you weren't enough, and then of course not seeing enough in return. But there is going to be this romantic communication, something very heartfelt. There's definitely a belief in true love. And there's the innocence of this, but there's also that cynicism about it, like not being entirely sure it's true or not, but really wanting to believe in it. And the reason that it's been difficult to believe in it is because there has been an experience of lack very frequently for you or this person in your life. This sense of abandonment, being left outside in the cold, lack of attention, affection, abundance, or prosperity. And that's what caused the cynicism. And it's really taken a long time to build up to this communication. There's been a perfectionism that has existed in the connection, things needing to be perfect or needing to act perfectly, do something according to a strategy or plan. But consequently, now when this offer is coming forward, it's very solid and very reliable because it's taken all of this time really to grow. There is divine timing at play, and right now is a fortunate time, like for good things to happen, for prosperity and abundance to come through. There has been a change in the energy from that slow moving lack energy into something much more prosperous and abundant. There's that period of healing, but all of this healing and this isolation, what it has prepared you both for is a healthy, stable foundation in a relationship, and the ability to actually make a commitment, letting go of outside opinions or ideas, no longer caring what other people think, and not being so attached to the material that you're just only focused on building material, but just kind of letting it go, like knowing things are going to be okay and having faith. And this has been a struggle, but you've definitely overcome it, and there's been transformation in your connection because of this. So both you and your person with that Four of Wands are mirroring one another, and seeing that growth. You might have Cancer placements and your person might have Cancer placements. So you could have Mercury, Mars placements where your philosophy of life or how you handle things is very similar. There has been a lot of obsession in the connection, and fear and anxiety, and having to overcome that, the ego, addiction, other energies that have maybe kind of become external obstacles, but they have been overcome, and it's because of a choice that was made to really focus on love, what you love to do, who you love to be with. Choosing to do that is really transformational. That's really what's created the stable, healthy foundation that's needed in this connection, that was sorely needed in this connection. Anything else? So there may still be this desire to retreat into your shell. There may still be this feeling of being like too raw and too sensitive to come out of your shell, and this urge to be guarded and the urge to stay within. But you have to resist it, because the light in this case is outside. So you have to come out of that shell in order to really experience the warmth that you're seeking. You can't sit on this anymore, and your person is feeling the same energy. The truth has to be expressed. The dreams that you've had, you have to rush towards them and make them happen. And that person that you're focused on is having that same energy within them. They definitely want to move from this place of just fantasizing, hoarding your dreams and fantasies and just kind of remaining indolent, and actually rush forward and tap into the wisdom that's available. And basically this knowing how to express, it's always within you. It's like tapping into that and letting it come rushing out. Last message. Okay, there is definitely a difficulty with communication, and you have to have faith that when you express yourself, you are heard, and that you don't have to hold back, and that this period of rest, it's sufficient. Like, you have healed and overcome the emotional availability that you are having. Just keep this hope. Hold on to that wish. And this is basically faith and hope are the last messages for you. Let me get an oracle for the wisdom of the oracle for you. And a lot of cards came out for you, so I do think there's a lot to be said, a lot of feelings that you're having. We're getting the protection message from the regeneration card, number 46. The essential messages of this card are pertaining to rebirth, second chances, and new opportunities. And the protection message is, endings come in many forms, and now is the time to stop holding on to what must die, so that something better can take its place. Nature's cycles include disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You are about to be reborn. So, beautiful message for you today. I hope that this helps you, and I will see you next week.